Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points, coming to the end of 9th edition now, bracing ourselves for 10th edition, which we're very excited about. There's a couple of closing out games and combinations that we want to do just before 9th edition goes away. And one of those is my Eldar to face off against the Tau. I think it's literally been years since these two armies have faced each other. Don't think they've played or gone against each other in 9th edition at all. Eldar list has done well enough, so too have the Tau, both sides boasting some firepower. So fascinating combination. We want to see how this one goes. So we have these two forces lined up here for this fight. So before I run through the list here for the Eldar, gold level Patreons, they get names shouted out during our battle reports, and also a gold level Patronic dice to use at some critical point during the game. There's also silver and bronze Patreon levels as well. So for silver level, call out their names at the end of the game, and then for all the supporters, including those at bronze, they get names in the end credits of all of our battle reports. If you want to support us on Patreon, then the link for that is in the video description below. It goes to help support the channel. Also, SSWG Wargames Club, where I really got into wargaming in Warhammer 40,000, so a big debt of thanks owed to them. So Patreon helps support them as well. And then in a brand new venture, I've started the Patronic Garrison Army. So support on Patreon goes towards the formation of a new army, and that is Astra Militarum. As I used to collect them. James sort of took over the collection, and he runs the famous or infamous colour scheme on the channel with the grey and the black colours. I'm going to go for a different regiment. I think I'll go for the 82nd. Striking Scorpion 82, like the 82nd Cadian regiment, and I call them the Patronic Fusiliers. I think we might call that's the kind of name I've got going for those. But that's going to be funded purely through Patreon. So month by month, we'll just build the army up. We can have a bit of fun as we do so, and get the Patrons involved. We can name units and allocate them and so on. But that will be what I'm calling the Patronic Garrison Army. So your support on Patreon will help form a new army, Astra Militarum, for the channel. So if you go on the Patreon page, you'll see it's been completely overhauled, restructured, and then now with the three ways that your funds help support the channel and SSWG Wargames Club. So for the Eldar, Arc detachment here, just all one detachment. Run them as BL10, so advanced rolls and battle focus rolls, rolls of 1 and 2 count as 3, it's a bit more reliable in that regard. Each time they shoot or fight, they get to reroll a single hit roll as well across the board for these units. HQ choices, a Farseer Skyrunner, so Farseer on a jet bike. Relic is the Spirit Stone of Anaplan here, which is an extra psychic power and reroll a single psychic test each turn. Warlord trait is Natural Leader. So in the command phase, a core unit within 6 inches can be granted reroll hit rolls. And then the power's been taken for him is Doom, Fortune, and then the extra power is Executioners. He still manifests 2. I can use a CP to manifest an extra, but he has got access to a third power. Autark next, across here, just painted up in the retro colour scheme from the old artworks. There he is. It's Bright Star here, the hope of the Eldar, and hope for the channel as well. Imperial forces struggling against Chaos, but Bright Star leading the way here in the resistance against Chaos rising at the moment. Autark jump generator being taken for him, a Dragon fusion gun and a Banshee mask. Warlord trait is Fate's Messenger. It's once per turn. The first unsaved or the failed saving throw is changed to damage 0. And the relic is Aegis of Elendish, so 2 up armor save and then -1 damage against him. So then on to elites. Really the list revolves around elites choices here. So first of all, 2 squads of Dire Avengers. Shredding fire being granted to this squad across here. Double Avenger Shuriken Catapult to each of the Exarchs for those squads. 2 squads of 10. 5 Banshees being taken. Exarch with Mirror Swords. And then Piercing Strikes Exarch ability being granted to her. And then a double Wraith Lord with double Bright Lance and the Glaive. And then double Shuriken Catapults for each of those as well. Then on to fast attack. 3 Shroud Runners, the sniper bikes, so a sniper rifle on each of those, and also a scatter laser on each of those 3 bikes. 8 Wind Riders, all taking Shuriken Cannons on those for some shredding fire. And then the newer unit here that's only been used once in a game against Mike's Black Legion. Mike has memories, I think, of that. Of that game, shaking his head. That video's over on channel membership of the League Battle Knockout game that we played, Eldar against Black Legion. You can check that out on membership. So they debuted once in that game, and then they're back again here for this battle. There's 6 of them being taken. Star Lance being taken on the Exarch. Laser Lances, Shuriken Catapults, or Twin Shuriken Catapults on all the others. And then Expert Lancers, Exarch ability being taken on the charge. They hit on 2s, basically. For those. Then finally the Wraith Knight tier, 2 heavy Wraith Cannons being taken, a double Shuriken Cannon being taken for this unit as well. And it really has been the mainstay, the backbone of this Eldar force, and has helped guide them to a good number of victories so far. But Eldar boast firepower, but so do the Tau. This will be an interesting encounter for sure. Phoenix Lords, that's a top level support on YouTube channel membership. They get allocated to whole units for all of our battle reports. There's a couple of autarchs as well. The second highest level, they get allocated to individual models for all of our games. There's some here on the Eldar side. I put Ray Cross in charge of the Wraith Knight for this battle. JP, Gene Stealer Colts plaid, also generically something sneaky. So I put him onto the sniper bikes here, quite a crucial unit for the Eldar. There's an autarch here, so I put him onto the squad leader, Dylan Moore. And then Daniel Cunningham to take command of the entire squad of Shining Spears. Onto the Wraith Lords for this game is Ed Ferrer and Chris Comiskey. Michael Fryer onto the Bikers, the Wind Riders. Peter Grant to be a Psyker today is a diehard Imperial player. We've struggled to find a relevant spot for him. I'm sure he'd be very happy to be the Farseer here in this game. Lucas Brown onto the Banshees. Amy Almo onto the Shredding Dire Avenger squad. And then finally, Ben Shaw is an Eldar player who put him onto Bright Star here, the Autarch, for this game. So that's Phoenix Swords allocated. Eldar ready to go. They are fragile, but they can pack a mean punch. We'll take a look and see what the Tau Empire have in their list. All right, so 2,000 points of Tau Empire. This is the current list for them. Mike Walker will take command. He's played against this Tau list a good number of times. He's got battlefield experience against them. He preferred to play these as opposed to being the Eldar. He's got a good idea of how these operate. And I'm going to run through the way the list works of him as well. So Mike will be in charge and happy to let loose some firepower against the Eldar to see if he can get his revenge against them with this Xenos force. So again, one single arc zone detachment here. Tau Sept is the ability being taken for these. HQ choices, in no particular order, it's the commander here and the enforcer. Battlesuit commander, Ghost Tide. Quadruple fusion blaster being taken for him. 2 marker drones being added as well. Then a relic, the solid image projection unit. So that's just marked by this little drone across here, just to remember that he has it. It's granting the 4+ invulnerable save. And then the first failed save and throw is changed to damage 0 at each turn. And then precision of the hunter, reroll hit rolls and reroll wound rolls. Warlord trait being granted to him as well. So he's been a very useful commander, one of the most successful Tau commanders in the history of the channel. So that's Ghost Tide operating just there. Cadre Fireblade being taken, 2 marker drones being added to him. And he's also got Orphu's Lantern Relic, so 66 marker light shots instead of the 1 with his marker light ability. Then third HQ choice is long strike here. 2 seeker missiles being taken, twin smart missile systems, or 2 smart missile systems being taken, and the railgun, the main gun, being taken on that character hammerhead. Then on to troops, 2 strike teams, 2 squads of 10 with pulse rifles, no further upgrades been taken for those. 3 squads of mercenary crew, so glad to have those back in the Tau list here, but well represented. My scouting units here, so 3 units of 10. Then on to elites, crisis battlesuits being taken, a squad of 3. Fusion blaster being taken for each of those, a plasma rifle, and a cyclic iron blaster being taken as well. One of them I've given iridium armor, so the 2-up armor save. And then you can see there's 4 regular gun drones and a shield drone being added to that squad as well. Then from Forge World, it's the hazard battle suits here. I hope that Games Workshop one day will do those in plastic, but it's the Forge World ones. It's a squad of 3 of those being taken. Fusion cascades, 2 fusion cascades each on those 3 models. Double shield drone being added to those squads as well, or that squad as well, and then shield generators being granted to those models to give them the 4+ invulnerable save. Then finally onto heavy support. So it's hammerhead number 2, exactly the same configuration as long strikes, so that the 2 work as a hunting pack, work as a pair. And then broadsides, a squad of 3, 2 of heavy rail rifles and double plasma rifles being taken for those 2, and then the one in the middle has the high-yield missile pods and the 2 smart missile systems, and each of them is taking a seeker missile. In that squad is 2 marker drones and a shield drone being taken for them as well. That's the list here for the Tau. We do have some Phoenix Lords that have been allocated, a good number of Tau players with us at Phoenix Lord level. So we have Vagabond, Tau player, put him onto, or Mike's allocated him here to the Cadre Fireblade. Nate Miller, again a Tau player, has gone to Ghost Tide here for this game. Gut B, another Tau player, has gone to the Crisis Battlesuit team. Mephisto, another Tau player, has gone on to the Forge Rod Hazard Battlesuit team. BPP Wargaming, onto the broadsides there at the back. Longbow BB, onto Hammerhead number 2. And then the Paint Lickers Paint Pot has got, said it right this time, has gone onto Long Strike here for this battle. So that's Phoenix Lords allocated here for the Tau. Oh, one more, sorry, there's an all-targ, there's a second all-targ, onto the squad leader for the Hazard Battlesuit team. It's Midnight Miniatures onto him. That's the list here for the Tau, boasting some decent firepower. So if the Eldar can get in amongst the Tau, there'll be trouble for them. If the Eldar don't get in amongst the Tau, there'll be trouble for the Eldar. They'll be gunned down without mercy here. So we're looking forward to this combination. Definitely a good exchange of firepower is expected. Turn 1 could be crucial. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. All right, so we have a mission. Data Scry Salvage, it's called. Randomly determined here from the Ark Zone Grand Tournament Strike Force size game. So playing diagonally. Eldar deployment zone marked by the orange dice across here. Mike's brought his own Xenos dice. He's going to use his green dice for the Tau here in this game. His deployment zone marked by those across the other side. There's 6 objectives on the table. There's a home objective each, which is quite crucial here in this game. It's the home objective just there for the Eldar. Mike's home objective just tucked in amongst the terrain across here. So there it is. And then strung across No Man's Land is 4 more objectives. One just here. One here. There's a gap in the middle. There's another one over there. And then the final objective is across the other side, just over there. So in this game, there's the data terminals rule. So if you've got an objective secured unit and it captures a No Man's Land objective, it can then leave that objective and it'll still count as being under your control. For the primary mission, the control of 2 more objective markers is worth 4 points at the start of the command phase, turn 2 onwards. 3 more objectives is worth another 4 points. If you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 4 points on top of that. Expecting a big fight for the centre of the, well, No Man's Land here in this game. It's not really a fight for the middle of the table. It's a spread all the way across the table here. So units are going to have to spread out in different directions to capture objectives. I think what usually happens with this mission is you get mini battles taking place. It usually splits sort of in half as you get 2 wings of an attack going on from both sides. Then the action for data intercept. So a unit from your army scans the objective, your home objective, and then depending on the number of no man's land objectives that you hold is the number of points that you pick up. It's capped at 3, so you get a point for each one that you have under your control. So you scan here and then pick up points for the objective in no man's land that you can control. Yeah, so the action, just checking, it's the action, you're on your objective, anyone can do it. You start the scan at the end of your movement phase and it's complete at the end of your turn. So you've got to basically hold your home objective and then capture no man's land objectives and then rake in the points each turn for that. So that's the mission here. Each of us will now choose 3 secondaries each. All right, so secondaries chosen. Tricky ones here, but Mike's gone for retrieve battlefield data. So that's performing actions in table quarters. He's got mercenary recruit to scout and do that for him. And then behind enemy lines, multiple ways to advancing through or deep striking with crash battle suits and so on. So good reward for that if that can go ahead. And then no prisoners as well. So that's destroying Eldar units such as the Bikers and the Dire Avengers and so on. Then for the Eldar, we've gone for behind enemy lines as well. We've gone for no prisoners also. And then we're going to go after Mike's characters here in this game. So assassination has been taken. This is a price on the head of Long Strike, the Hammerhead. He's a character. Commander Ghosttide himself, and also the Cadre Fireblade. So secondaries chosen for both sides. We'll now start alternating placing units on the board next. Just mentioned Battlemat and terrain that we're using in this game. So Battlemat is from GameMat.eu. 6x4 in size. I've marked the boundary there with those pipes. You can get this one in the 60 by 44 inches. They also do double-sided mats available from them. Also, it's the mouse mat material, so it rolls out nice and flat. Nice and quiet on dice rolling. Figure-friendly as well if the models fall over. It's nice, soft surface. Then just build up the terrain on top using the mat as your foundation. This terrain set here is the industrial terrain set. That's also from GameMat.eu. I've adjusted the colours slightly, but it does come pre-painted. So you can check out GameMat.eu for a wide variety of battle mats, all shapes and sizes, and also plenty of pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. There's a link for them in the video description below. There's also a discount code that you can use. I think it's for 11% off your order. So that's GameMat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain. So just beginning our deployment, we're choosing deep striking units, flanking units, and so on. I'll mention terrain at this stage just so you know what's going on. So these structures across here, this one, that one, just we're putting the banners on top, that one over there, and then the entire shape of this structure across here, all the way around. I blocked it off with these containers. We're going to play it as obscuring terrain. So there's plenty of places to hide here for both sides. Then we'll play the upstairs across here and in between the feet as dense cover for this AdMech terrain, so -1 to hit rolls, shooting at units that are in it. For these kind of terrain pieces, you're going to play as Minotaur armor containers, so infantry can shelter behind for light cover, exposed position on top for all these structures across here. That's pretty much it for terrain. Other than that, there's the usual rules for pipes across here and here. There's some tank traps and barricades. And that's pretty much it for terrain. But this is quite crucial. There's a good nest here to hide with units, and then plenty of other obscuring pieces of terrain across the board to break up this battlefield. But that's terrain. We'll press on with our deployment. All right, so deployment's done for both sides here. A real conundrum in this game is this battle is going to revolve around the Wraith Knight. I won't say revolve around, but there is a key part to this game, and that's the Wraith Knight facing off against the double hammerheads, which are across the other side. The odds are stacked with Mike on this one. We'll explain a little bit as we go along. But for Eldar deployment, first of all, Shroud Runners, no need for them to be forward, so I'll put them here at the back. And then our deployment zone is running across here, so we've gone quite aggressive, just making use of this line of sight blocking terrain. Shining Spears here, Wind Riders just next to them. The Shredding Fire Dire Avenger squad. The other squad are put into Deep Strike, so they'll Deep Strike in. Farseers with the Wind Riders. Bright Stars in amongst them as well. Banshees across here. Wraith Lords have gone to the flanks. There's one Wraith Lord here, getting ready to swing around in this direction. One Wraith Lord across the other side on the left. And then finally the Wraith Knight positioned just here. So the difficulty for this thing is it's 22 wounds. It can't be obscured, so it can't make use of this terrain across here. And that's deadly with the Hammerhead railguns available to shoot at that thing. They ignore invulnerable saves, so I can't Strands of Fate save and throws on that thing either. So it's very vulnerable. For the first time, perhaps, in a good number of games, the Wraith Knight will find itself in serious trouble immediately in this game. There's another big problem for it as well. Go around to the other side of the board and explain another issue for the Wraith Knight to try and deal with. So the other issue with the Wraith Knight is I move out 12, I'll probably go across to here. And if I make it to there, range 36 stops there. So I'll not be able to reach these hammerheads. Mike cleverly has kept them out of range here for me to shoot at. So if we do go first to the Eldar, my firepower will still not reach these, which is a major problem. Because I don't think there's much chance of me surviving 2 turns of firepower from these things. Mike's gone for making good use of this cluster across here. It's obscuring. It's a nice little nest to protect these units. Double fire warrior squads or strike teams deploying here. The Cadre Fireblade is with them. This squad on the right. It's Commander Ghosttide. The Crisis Battlesuits sheltering in here. The broadsides are here as well. And a unit of Kroot ready to scan this table quarter and move out to do the next one. And then for reserves, 2 flanking squads of Kroot for their retrieve battlefield data roll in this game. And the Hazard Battlesuit team to deep strike in as well. So if the Hammerheads don't do a decent enough job on the Wraith Knight, Mike can call in the Hazard team to bring it down with their melter type shots going through. So the firepower advantage is with the tower. With some decent and cunning deployment here, Mike has the edge over the Eldar immediately. So you're happy enough being tower? You don't want to swap sides, do you?
No.
happy where he is. Mike's done well. I think his deployments come from having played against the Tau a number of times, and Tau have tormented him with their firepower. There's a Tau versus Black Legion game. That was a cracker of a battle. But Mike certainly learnt some painful lessons for sure. Plus your experience of going against the Eldar. He has his experience in both regards. I've got stuff that can move in swiftly, but if I go full on expose across the board here, Mike can counterpunch with firepower. So the Eldar are hard hitting and fast, but they're fragile, and I can see stuff vaporized very, very fast indeed. So this is a tricky battle. I think it's one of the reasons why we wanted to play this one, just to see what happens between these two sides. If the Eldar, if this lot gets in amongst them, they're in trouble, but to get there is the question. We'll go on to the first turn of the game. Xenos versus Xenos. I guess it's just a straight up roll off. I'll just hold it right there. Do you want to go first? Surely. Well, you're kind of semi-safe because I can't reach us. It's not that much. Mike's taken the pressure off of himself with that deployment.
I wanted to go first to kill this. However,
to watch what everything else does, isn't it? This is the thing, so I don't know. I'd rather go
first.
Yeah, okay. Roll it up. 6 and 4. Wow. All right. So yeah, Mike's got his 6. So we're going to go on to the first turn of the game. It will be it'll be the Tau that make the first move here. I think we know what target they're going to go after. So it's kind of a given what's going to happen there. I want to see what the rest of Mike's army does and how much manoeuvring they do, whether they come out of their nest to play or not. That's perhaps the tougher decision for Mike to make. We'll go on to turn 1. The Tau Empire will make the first move here. Battle for Pride. I think the Tau have the edge. We'll see if they can capitalise on that here on their first turn. Turn 1 to them coming up next. All right, so we are on turn 1 for the tower. Mike's making his moves. Command phase is done. We'll cover that in just a moment. A little bit of an award ceremony here. We've got a number of Phoenix Lords on the channel who've reached 1 year of support on the channel. So some of the extra perks when you reach 1 year is you get a certificate, a customized purity seal, which you can use to bless all sorts of things: cars, airplanes, lunchboxes, and tanks, as whatever you want. So that's customized and available for each of those. And then at 1 year, you also get a special set of objective markers as well. So Phoenix Lord support at 1 year. That's the colour scheme for that one. They've still got their protective stickers on them. They just peel those off when they arrive. But they'll come out nice and shiny, like the other objective markers that we have on the channel. But there's actually 3 supporters that have reached 1 year. So Ben Shaw, big thanks to him for his support. So certificate there. A Xenos player who's taking part in the game here is allocated to one of the Eldar units. So a big thanks to him for his support at 1 year. Loyalty on the channel. Also to Lucas Brown, big thanks to him as well. There's a third, that's Amy Almo. I've done a certificate for her. One of the sort of silent supporters. Haven't yet made contact with Amy Almo. Perhaps she tunes in, but has yet to make contact with us here on the channel. If you're watching this, Amy, then do get in touch. We can then get you your purity seal and your objective markers in the post and send those out to you, no problem at all. So that's the perks that you get for Phoenix Sword level, top level support on the channel. If you do want to support us, there's different levels you can choose. The most popular would be Aspect Warrior. That gives you access to our Discord server and loyalty badges in the comment section, and then access to all the bonus content, the extra battles that we create over on YouTube, channel membership. And then it works its way up from there. With Exarch, that gets your name in the end credits. Autarch allocated individual models. There's a couple of them here in this game. And then the top level Phoenix Lord, which gives you these perks after a year. You can join us on the WhatsApp group as well, and there's other perks that we reveal once you arrive. Really, it's the members and the fans that have kept this channel going and help us as we continue to grow. And then Patreon as well has been a great way of supporting the channel. So that's the awards ceremony finished, whilst Mike manoeuvres a kill here against my Eldar. Mike's feeling confident enough. He's got the hammerheads in support. There's other units that are available to fire at that long range as well. He's just checking up his ranges here. What to do with him? I've thought about going across here. I can't escape the range of Mike's stuff. I've thought about going across here, perhaps trying to force the hammerheads to at least try and move so they can physically see the model just for all the terrain coming through. But then if I deployed at the back, I'm sort of redundant and out of the game. So it's just sort of created it's kind of a useless unit. I was going to try and do it so that if I did go first, I could swing around and just fire at something, perhaps the broadsides at least, to let off some kind of volley, and to hold an objective as well and force Mike to bring it down. But the gamble's not paid off here. Okay, so the rest of the movement's taking place. We'll head round to the board in just a moment. It's Crisis Battlesuit team. Mike, command reroll, rolled a 1 for his advance. His command rerolled it and got to here. He's in Montcast. He's going to count as remaining stationary. There's a little bit of firepower available. Mike's going to go after the Wraith Lord. Commander's advanced and kept up with them. So we're seeing a swing out across here with these. Mike's safe over there. He can castle up, no problem. But the game will move on, and objectives must be taken and secured and held in this battle. Remember, there's the scan to do as well in this battle. So this no man's land stretch across here is going to play a vital role, despite the long-range firepower exchange going on. So then come around to this side. Crew have sat exactly where they are. They're positioned in exactly the right spot to scan for this table quarter. Next turn, Mike plans to move them off in that direction. Hammerheads, Mike's happy for them to sit where they are. They have a simple task, that's to bring down the Wraith Knight. It's an advanced move made, but available to shoot here with these from Montcart. This is the backup to bring the Knight down. Fire Warrior Squad anchoring here, along with the Cadre Fireblade just holding position. This is the main part of the show here, the opening act to take place. That's movement done here for the tower. Their mission is simple: bring a Wraith Knight down. What other armies have struggled to do for an entire game, Mike's lined up to do a nice, clean, humane kill in one turn here. That is typical tower. It all depends on Mike's dice rolling. I have to say it. We'll see what happens. And then for the Eldar, Strands of Fate here, 2 6s, which are for saves. they're going to help perhaps a bit. Problem is the railgun is ignoring invuln saves, which is a crippler. That was what could have helped us. I rejoiced when that rule came along, ignoring invuln saves here, but I cursed the day it came out here for this game, because that's what really could have protected the Wraith Knight. That would have protected the Wraith Knight. That would have stopped the railguns if they didn't ignore invuln saves. But anyway, a wound roll and also an advanced roll as well available here for the Eldar with their Strands of Fate. Okay, so no psychic phase here for the tower. We'll go straight on to some nervous shooting from them next. Yeah, so correction, the broadsides across there. Mike didn't advance, he made a regular move because he wanted to use his Markerlight support from the drones. So I guess both shots going into the... Okay, so 2 3s needed on the Wraith Knight, and a 1 and a 2. So Markerlights don't light up the target. No comment. So we'll press on. I don't think there's any other Markerlight abilities. The other units all advanced across here. So now we're going to go on to shooting. Mike's going to max out here with... Yes. So you're going to go to Hammerhead number 2 first. There are some Tau commanders here that you can call upon. You're the Vagabond here.
Yep,
Big Tau player.
Yep.
Right, the Vagabond shot. So, Hammerhead number 2 counts as always having a Markerlight hit on him for his shooting thanks to Long Strike. So you will need a 3. A 2. Now, Mike, you need to hit for this one. So you can use your targeting array ability to reroll the shot. Here we go.
Come on, mate, don't let me die. It's alright.
It's alright, it's a 1. God, man.
You did it. You said it.
I said it. It all depends on Mike's dice rolls. Oh, said it again. Sorry. That's a banned phrase on the channel at the moment. Mike gets very edgy when it's wrong. Okay, so you got 2 Seeker missiles to be let loose here. That is so significant. Oh boy, so 8 damage it would have come through on average. So 2 shots needing 3s.
I need a breath. Hang on.
Yeah, that's huge. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Right, 1 comes through. You can Tau-Sept either your coming wound roll, or you can try and reroll that hit with the Tau-Sept. It's a 1-shot weapon, so. Tau-Sept now? Okay.
Tau-Sept, yep.
Yeah, 3s. No. Right, okay. Right, so 1 comes through. I think, check on that one. I think they upped it to strength 10. The Seeker missile. It used to be strength 8. Or strength 9 even.
9,
yeah. 3s to win that. That comes through. All right. So now we're going to go to a save. And I'm just going to stop it.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. We'll go on to Long Strike next.
Yep.
Okay. Eldar friend, show yourself. Scott Costello. He's a Tau player.
Right, Scott, come on.
He's also an Eldar player. 3s. Got it. Right. 2s to wound against an extra +1 to wound rolls against monsters. So should be straightforward enough. Well done. Right, goes through. So we can now work out the damage. It's going to be it's damage 6 straight away.
Yeah.
-1. So I take 5 immediately. D3 on top of that. Another 3. There's nothing I can do about it. So that's 8 in total. And then we're looking at a D3 mortal wounds on top of that as well.
Right, come on, do it again for me.
Whoa, that's another 2. All right, so we're looking at 10 damage caused against the Wraith Knight. That is significant enough. Very, very good indeed from Long Strike. So that drops to 12 wounds left. Boy, oh boy. And Mike wisely didn't move those hammerheads. So if I am able to maneuver, I'll not get within range of them. So they'll be protected from pretty much everything the Eldar have. 2 Seeker missile shots.
Yep. I'm also third, that's why did I? No. Right.
So continuing on with Scott Costello.
Yep.
2 hits. Good news. 2 wounds. Excellent news. Okay. being drained here. There's nothing I can do. I'm just going to go for it. So we'll negate one of those. And then we'll try and save on a 5+. I'll grab a Jordan Russell. Eldar player.
That's 3, yeah.
Yeah, 5+ invulnerable save. Hoorah, yes!
Not bad.
It's battle of the dice rolls here. Okay, 12 wounds left. I'm moving to semi-optimistic now. That's the hammerheads actually finished. Their smart missile system's out of range. So between the two of them, they have just short of half damage. They've got 12 wounds left. So Wraith Knights are significantly alive. So now we'll switch over to the backup unit that Mike manoeuvred out, and that's the broadsides. They can pack a mean enough punch. It all depends on the 2 heavy rail rifles. Oh, hang on a second. You've got Seeker missiles on each of those as well. So Mike's still got options. All right, so checking range. High yield missile pods, smart missile systems, all out of range. So it's going to be, and plasma rifles as well. So it's going to be the heavy rail rifles. It's going to be 4 shots in total, and 3 Seeker missiles.
Yeah.
You could still kill it. Okay, so Mike's going to commit to another squad. There is another one. Tau Viola Sept here. Marcus Anthony, Tau player.
Right.
Really need the Patreons here. This is crucial stuff. This is heavy rail rifles. Oh boy, just the one hit comes through.
2? So I was hitting on 3s, was it?
No, 4s. Markerlight hits didn't come through.
Yes.
See, oh boy. Okay. What can you do? You're looking to wound on 3s.
I don't know where to re-roll this.
Tau Sept, by all means.
Yeah, I can Tau Sept this. Yeah.
Sorry, no. Hold it. Yeah, take that dice away. Sorry. Or hold it right there. This is your decision. Is about. You can Tau Sept this, yes, if you want to do that for the hit roll. Oh, he's got a 4. That's okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so that becomes 2. Mike's got a command reroll on standby.
Yeah, that's.
I'm going to save it for one of the wounds. 3's to wound. Oh no, 2 and 1. Oh, I'm in an Eldar dream.
You are, man. What's the damage in this?
Damage is good. I've burnt up my saves. Here comes the command reroll.
Yeah.
3+. Oh, he's got it. Right, okay. So now I'm going to try and make a 5+ invulnerable save. Andrew Stir, Eldar player. We have friends. Friends in high places.
Of course you do.
5! It's a team game. Thanks, guys. The torment continues. If there was one army that could bring down a Wraith Knight, on paper it should be the Tau. Mike's hatred level's just gone through the roof. Okay, next.
Oh
yeah.
That sounds.
It's crazy. I've rolled 2 invuln saves or on 2 5s, and then blocked 2 more on fate dice. It's just.
And I can't even roll 3.
Yeah, so that combination has resulted in a Wraith Knight that should be dead, still alive.
2 Seeker missiles, yeah.
Yes, 3.
I'm sticking with
Marcus Anthony here. Oh, good for you. 2 5s, nice. 3's to wound. 2 wounds. Right, now I'm down to 2 invulnerable saves of 5+.
all he needs 5s.
All he needs
So,
5s.
let's see what
JMH,
this works
another Eldar player. And why, of course, I should command reroll. I think we all know what the result will be. I got through. Sorry. So you can now roll your damage. So,
2d3.
2d3. It's nice, tasty enough. It's all right. It's average. It's 4 minus 1, 3. So I dropped down to 9 wounds. Mike will be happy enough to see some more wounds drop away from that thing. But Wraith Knight survives. 9 wounds left, so we'll get a turn with it at least. It lives, and the Eldar can breathe a sigh of relief. So there's a bit more firepower to come. There's 3 plasma rifle shots going into the Wraith Lord across here. Everything else is out of range. So 3 shots, needing 4s.
Maxfield.
Max with Knuckles. Mike's going straight to Patronic support. You can reroll that 1 straight away for the Enforcer Battlesuit Commander.
Yeah.
And you can try and toss up to that, or
No.
the won't. Okay, and then you're going to try and wound on 4s. No, we'll check the strength. I think it's strength fate, unless they changed it on the plasma rifle. It's decent enough if the hits and wounds can come through. Yeah, no, strength fate. Okay, and at that point we end the turn. So the mission was to bring the Wraith Knight down. It has survived. So I would say the advantage has gone to the Eldar. I wouldn't say that much. But the Eldar have kept themselves on kind of a level footing here with the tower. Mike will curse the day he didn't bring the Wraith Knight down. As a whole edition of 40k closes out, there was a chance the window was closed. But the Eldar knew all along that it wouldn't be successful because we saw what the future would be. So that's what fills us with... No, I don't say what fills us with hope. We'll see what happens. Tower have moved out in different positions across here, so Eldar got something to react to at least. So turn 1's been and gone. We'll see what points have come through. An attempt has been made on the Wraith Knight, but it still remains standing, proud and tall on the battlefield. Okay, so turn 1 comes to an end. Mike had attempted to get in range of this one, but no. There's no scan taking place. Retrieve battlefield data, there's no points yet, but Mike's off the mark, having scanned that table quarter. Behind enemy lines is a long way off at this stage. There is some distance, a big distance between these two armies. They're over in these table quarters here. Eldar might try and close that distance, perhaps. And then no prisoners, nothing as yet. Mike's had anger and firepower directed at the Wraith Knight here this turn. I think we'll see the Eldar come out to play, as this game's going to escalate quick enough. The pressure on the Eldar, I think, is to try and cut the tower down before we get blown away. So there's that kind of pressure on us. If we hold back, we'll get ambushed and we'll end up surrendering in the middle of the board, and then we'll lose on points. I think the Eldar are going to have to go aggressive. Do we go full tilt? Do we go fully on aggressive to take on the tower immediately? Or do we send in more of a measured approach? We'll have to see. There's options available. Units that come out to play will find themselves exposed and in dangerous positions. So there's tough decisions to make. Some tough decisions have been made already in this game, and some pain felt, for sure. I think there's plenty more pain to come. We'll go on to turn 1 for the Eldar coming up next. Alright, so moving for the Eldar on their first turn. They've gone for it here mostly, which will pay some dividends early on because they'll be able to grab some points or objectives. As to how long they'll last on the objectives, we'll have to see. Banshees, I used Strands of Fate, guaranteed 6 advance to get them right round onto this objective. They've been joined by the bikes that have been blessed by the Farsi of his Warlord trait, so they've been granted rerolls for their hit rolls. Some pretty good firepower available from those. Wraith Lord has moved out in this direction, just a regular move from him. Bright Stars joined the ranks of this little cluster across here as well. So Eldar, this is the chunk of their force, is going to head off in this direction, take on these and try and break in. Across there is the idea. Brought the bikes up to grab the objective, but the Dire Avengers have kept them on the objective as well. The idea is to try and stack up a number of units to try and make it as difficult as possible for the tower to try and clear objectives entirely. Shining Spears, this is obscuring terrain, so we've manoeuvred and advanced across to here. So leapfrog up the board, and at the same time grab another objective, and then over across the other side. The Wraith Knight has moved out, slowed down to a 10-inch move. We didn't restore any wounds, could have done for 2 CP, but what I got, I just got a wound. That's what I was worried about, is paying 2 CP just to get a wound back. So nothing on him, just still sits on the 9 wounds. And then the Wraith Lord, an advanced move made by him to get out onto that objective, but it will not be available to shoot. That's movement done. Psychic phase next. First power, Doom, the Crisis Suit. I think it's obvious. We'll try and do that one. So this is the Farseer Skyrunner. That'll go off on an 8. So that squad's been doomed. Fortune next. Onto the Wraith Lord. I'm going to use my once per turn reroll psychic test. That's for the Spirit Stone of Anathlan. And it still doesn't go off. Okay. And then we'll Bender CP. 2. No. Bad. Spender. No. Save. Save for a rainy day. I was going to try and manifest smite, but go on then. I tried. See if this goes off. Yes, just about. All right, D3 mortal wounds. Mike can allocate these as he wishes. 2 mortal wounds coming through. It's allocated onto these. So normal drones, yeah, gun drones. 2 drones can go. If you can lose a shield drone, maybe probably want to keep him. Or 2 regular drones. So 1 and then a second one to go. Right, so yeah, just to cut down possible charge. All right, okay, so that's that done. 2 drones gone. It'll help a little bit towards our overall firepower. That psychic phase finished. We're going to shooting phase next. Right, first bit of shooting here. Peter Grant's going to let loose into the crisis battle suits. Looking for 2s. We're looking for 5 to wind actually because we take the toughness of the unit, not the drones, and they're doomed. Which has helped already. All right, so 1 comes through at -3, which would kill a drone, and then 2 at -1. So you could, well, there's different options. This is the conundrum here for this unit. Mike could try and put them onto the Iridium armor, 2-up armor save. Probably not a good idea because once that's allocated, the model has to continue taking the wounds. You can lose regular drones straight away, or lose 1 straight away and then make saves, or you can start tanking it on the shield drone, which has the higher chance of survivability. It's got 2 wounds as well, so it can probably absorb this coming through. But if it goes, then it paves the way for higher caliber stuff coming through. So tough decision.
The -3 one.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll take it off.
A drone.
Yep.
Right, so regular gun drone, this one here. So that's that one gone. There's these 2 at -1.
Which leaves me 4. On the normal drone is a
5-up save or a 4-up invuln save.
I'll take it on the 5-up first.
1 at a time, yes, perfectly fine. No, so he's gone.
And then the 4-up.
4+ invulnerable save now on the drone. No, it takes a wound, but it's still alive. Okay. Yeah, okay. So drones doing their job. Eldar trying to pick them away. Good shooting from Peter Grant there. That's helped the overall cause here for the Eldar. So, Bright Star out of range, pistols out of range. Going to hold with him. Now we're going to shoot these, and they're going to go into that target across there. So, here we go. It's because it'll be a fair amount of shots in. 16, 24 shuriken cannon shots. Right, here we go. This is the shots, 24 shots. So we're looking for 3s. Rerolling 1s. Thanks to Bright Star. He's very useful for that reroll 1s. Time and time again in games he's done it. So reroll those. He's helped turn all those misses into hits. And then we'll go for a BL10 roll here as well, which has helped. So take away the ones that have missed, which is just those 3. I'm looking for wounds. I might try and fish for 6s here, we'll see. So we're looking for 3s to wound. Yeah, we'll fish for 6s. Don't usually get to do this. You're happy fishing. What the? 8 6s. That's insane. That's absolutely mad dice rolling. Right, okay. So it's down to shield drone here. There is 11 shredding saves to make here, plus the others coming through. They're all damaged too. So this crisis battlesuit team's in serious trouble. Eldar have just let loose with a vicious volley here from these bikers under Michael Fry's command. Mike sent to Andrew Swan's Custodes player. Tough enough. 1 drone save at a time. Here we go.
Nope.
Not blocked, right. Drones are gone. I would imagine Mike will now go down to the Iridium Battlesuit armor.
Mm-hmm.
You could do 3 at a time if you want to. Here, because that'll be enough to kill him. So 5s, because it's -3. That's the problem. Just he's blocked 1. Oof, okay, so that's 4 wounds taken. Now 1 at a time to keep models alive. 1 save of 5+ on the next one. No, so the Iridium's gone. You've then this squad's going to go. You've got 7 saves of 6+. What's left of the squad here? Eldar. Block 2. Okay, you've still got 1 alive with a wound left. No, I thought they're 5 wounds each, and they're 4 wounds. Okay, so that squad's deleted. They're gone, and that's the dice that was spare there with the shuriken cannons. That was a subscriber suggestion to switch from scatter lasers, which I was running, which is a massive amount of firepower, but just sort of low caliber come through. 1 damage, no AP minus. These damage 2, and the chance of getting -1, -3. And again, it's just showing how potent they can be. So, Crisis Battlesuit team gone. There's a blow here. It leaves the commander exposed, which I do have some firepower, but there is drone protection here, so he should be okay. Wraith Lord, the only target is the commander, so we'll go after him. We'll check range here. Might be able to put a bit of Dakar into him first. Mike's saying he regrets moving out from cover, but what do? The mission demands you have to move out, and the Eldar are going to spring out. I guess maybe if I'd have moved out, then you could have ambushed me. I've ambushed you. Oh. Okay, we'll go for shuriken catapults here. They're in range, by the way. Rerolling 1s for Bright Star, and we'll BL10. Then we'll try and wound on 5s. A wound comes through. It's AP -1. So, does he put it on a drone? Or does he put it on the commander? The safe option is to take the drone hit.
Yeah.
There's some tactical reason to keep the drones going, but...
Yeah, no, I'll put it on the drone.
Okay. 5 up to block.
Nope.
No, right, drone slain. Right, next, the 2 Bright Lancers. I did a silly thing, BL10, but for that, but I'll use a core unit, so I'll reroll that 1 for Bright Star. Again, helping out. And again, turning a miss into a hit. And then we're going to try and wound here on 3s. Yep, a wound comes through. So the options now are to kill a drone, or 4+ invulnerable save on the commander, and if he fails, you can turn it to damage 0, thanks to the solid image projection unit.
Yeah, and I'll do it on the commander then for that one.
Yep, 4+ invulnerable save. Darren Gardner,
Yeah.
Death Guard Player. Blocked anyway. All right, well done. So that's come through and allocated to him. That means that more wounds will continue to be allocated to him, but Mike knows that that's finished because there's no further firepower. So that was the time for the commander to tank that hit, which he has. So firepower from this cluster is finished. It's been significant and it's been dangerous enough for sure. I think we've got firepower, none across here, none from those, nothing from the Wraith Lord. So we're going to go on to the dreaded Wraith Knight next to see what kind of impact that can make. Right, so Wraith Knight across here. My range ends about here. So this is the only target that's in range that I can see. So I'll go with the heavy rail rifles. Shuriken cannons are out of range. And we'll max out because there's 6 models in the unit. So it's going to be 6 shots in total. I'll need 4s though for hits. Mike's got layers of drones and so on here, so these should be well protected enough. So looking for 4s. And I've gone Bjork the Zog Punch here for Patreon. Ugh. I'll try and BL10. No. Okay. I'll then try and I'll play Strands of Fate for a roll of a 6 for a wound, and then I'll try and wound on this one. On a 2, which will be a wound here, because it's strength 16. So 2 wounds to come through. one at a time. Just take a drone. Yeah, just get rid of it. Done.
Yeah.
And you can shield drone the other one.
Thank you all.
Okay. Yeah, hold it right there. Mike's just going to shield drone just this one, first of all.
Right, so Nathan Paxton.
Nathan Paxton for the rock. It'd be good if you could get it. And he did on a 4. Well done.
And then
4 plus again. This will negate my firepower. Oh, he does. Well, Mike, that is that's one solid shield drone. There's D3 mortal wounds to come through because I've got that 6 to wound. So there is 2 mortal wounds to come through. I believe that has to go on that shield drone, sadly, because Mike allocated wounds to that model. But boy, has it done its job. I mean, that was a lot of damage coming through. Without those drones, these would have been in serious trouble. So good protection. All that firepower from the Wraith Knight, and in the end, it was just a single drone stripped away. So I think that shooting phase finished for the Eldar, as they have done well enough. The Crisis Battlesuit team destroyed down here, so that's high enough impact. The commander finds himself stranded. Whether he's going to continue to push forwards, he may well just tuck back over the other side of those containers, and the AdMech structure we'll have to see. But movement done, shooting done, as Eldar pressing on and making an impact. But crucially, Mike has kept the broadsides and the hammerheads alive. Their firepower is available, and that means the Wraith Knight will have to face trouble for a second turn in a row. We'll calculate points here as we finish up turn 1 for the Eldar.
For an objective, you can't scan them anyway.
Correct, yes. Mike's got cunning plans here. We're calculating points for the Eldar. So we did a scan with either of those 2 units. So it was the bikers. And then we've anchored 1, 2, 3 objectives. So 3 points coming in for that. A point picked up for no prisoners as well. So 4 points to 0. Not much coming through at this stage, but off the mark here for the Eldar. The strength of them at the moment is they're anchoring themselves on 3 objectives on the board. That's good for the scanning. It's good for primaries as well. The tower going to have to drive them off. It's firepower they'll need to do it. Mike does have firepower available for sure, but as to how well he can deal with all 3 of these clusters, we'll have to see. All right, so tough decisions ahead. Pain ahead. For who, we'll see. Mike's looking revenge. He said he hates the Eldar. I guess you're hating the Eldar more than the tower, right? Is that that's
the new census, yeah.
Let's head in that direction. Firepower is available here. There's a gap created. Remember, Mike has deep striking hazard battle suits available. Where they arrive and who they shoot at, we'll have to see. There's options available for the tower. Eldar have marked the tower here. Commander Ghosttide will seek his revenge. We're going to turn 2 for the tower coming up next. All right, so moving for the tower on their second turn. They have to go aggressive here against the Eldar. The main aim now really is to try and drive them off of these objectives. Fire Warriors have advanced to move through to here. They provide a bit of protection for the commander who's then shifted across to gain this objective. They've also been joined by the Hazard Battlesuit team as well, which has got itself in range of the objective and in range to shoot at the bike, as Mike's preparing to offload a nasty chunk of firepower from those. The second Fire Warrior squad has joined in to support these as well. So there's plenty of firepower available here to try and go after this Eldar cluster here. Then moving out across here with the broadsides and their drones are shifting out across in this direction. I think Mike's, the idea is he can lend some further firepower support down that direction. Hammerheads are remaining where they are, just to let loose their firepower. Going to make use of the railguns against the Wraith Knight. Crew at the other side, Mike's just remembered to move those. He's shifting those across, just rolled an advance roll of a 5, so they're moving across nice and quickly in that direction there. The objectives to get over to that table quarter to scan. Meanwhile, this unit's turned up here and will scan over in this table quarter. So Crete's busy working away with their scouting moves. The Cadre Fireblade to scan and hold the objective just there in Mike's deployment zone. That's movement done. Straight on to shooting. If the tower have a good round of shooting, it will put the Eldar in trouble. We'll see what happens. So, marker lighting. I think there's a marker light going to go into these to try and assist. Mike's got one of them alive. And 3 is a hit. Does count. So that they've been marker lighted up. Good job. And then 2 at the Wraith Knight. Now, this will really help. Mike's got a hit. Crucially, a hit does come through. That's going to help a lot. All right, so firepower. Here we go. It's the Hammerheads to see if they can do their job.
Yes.
Right. Long strike with the help of marker lighting will be on 2s, and it's re-rollable. So surely now is the time to do it here. Looking for Tau friends. Tau friends. Really looking for some. Not really. No.
I'll do Jackal.
Jackal. Right. Okay. Yeah. Not declared. So.
Right.
A 2.
Yes.
Got it. A 2 to wound with +1 to the wound rolls. A 1. Tau Sept.
Yes.
Oh, please. You had every chance under the sun to... Oh, no. How?
People at home watching this?
How can you do that? I just... A 2. And then a 2. That is just... I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Man, oh man, that's... Right, okay. There's nothing you can do about it. If you had Strands of Fate, Mike, by the way, I've got quadruple 6. So stacked up some saving throws here. It's not going to help against railguns. Mike has one more chance, though, with the next railgun.
Well, my missiles...
Oh, yeah, smart missiles. They've been declared into these. Got themselves... They're now in range 30, so Mike can let loose with them. So, looking for 2s. And they will hit. 3s to wound, strength 5. And the AP -1's negated because they Mike can't see the targets in direct fire. So we're looking at 3s to save here on 5 dice. This isn't so good. Yeah, just have to take it. So here we go. I'm going to commit this to a friend. We'll go Michael Fry's on my side today. Space Marine player, but he's with us to help and assist. It's going to cost us a bike. I'd rather not lose one.
-1 damage negates that cover.
Would you believe it? I'm going to Kamari roll. I just really don't want them being hurt. All right, I've protected them. Just a wound taken. It's cost us a command point, but we've kept them all alive. Okay. So next, Hammerhead. Hammerhead number 2. Smart missile systems to go into the same target. And then Mike to go for a 3 to hit this time. A 1. Targeting array. A 3. Right. Now on a 3 to wound. Nicholas Lucas. Got it. Oh, he's got it. He's all right. Right, okay, so now we're on to the damage stage here for the Wraith Knight. So 6 damage straight away. -1's 5 damage. D3. Oh, just the 1. So now you're up to 6.
So I need a 5 or 6.
A 5 or 6 to kill it. With the mortal wounds. 2 more wounds come through. So I'm on 1 wound left. This has been the most agonizing, painful attempt at bringing a Wraith Knight down. It's doing it, but it's infuriating. There's 1 wound left. It's Ray Cross, by the way, diehard Eldar player. One of the Eldar advisors on the channel, actually. Keeping this thing alive. It's dodging bullets here. All right, so smart. Michael have to move on. There's nothing much you can do about it. Well,
that's how desperate it is.
Fire Wars. It's them as well. We're just searching for a single wound. So.
I know.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So 8 missiles in here.
Yeah, smart missile systems. Looking for 3s this time. That's excellent shooting. Really good dice rolling, Mike. 3s to wound. Lose some bikers here, I think.
5 again.
Yeah. Did you use a Tau Sept? I think you got a spare dice.
Oh.
So
yeah, so I'll reroll for the wound. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's 6 in total.
6, yeah.
So 3s to save. I'll call on Ray Cross for this one. I'll have to pass all of them. Wow. Okay. Well, that could have been a lot worse. So 2 wounds come through, which will slay that mod and put a wound on another. So we have lost 1, but it could have been so much worse. Okay. Painted by Siege Studios here. They have done a brilliant job on these models. Really nice. They're a dazzling unit on the board. One of them has been slain. Yep, found a chink in the armour here. I've got 6 save and throws stacked up here for the Wraith Knight, right? But heavy arrow rifles, if they wound the target, even if I save the damage, a wound will equal a mortal wound and then the Wraith Knight will be slain. So all Mike needs is a single wound roll on a heavy arrow rifle and the Wraith Knight will be brought down.
And we're talking about splitting fire here as well, so
I
don't know, right? I'm going to start.
It's going to go. It's going to think about this one. Okay, interesting. Mike's going to go for the Fire Warriors first. So 10 shots, needing 4s. 6s will pop extra hits because of volley fires come from the Cadre Fireblade. It's just tucked in behind them on the lower ground. 4s. Okay, they've all missed except 1. Generates an extra hit. You've got the Tau Sept, which you can try and get another hit roll or save it for a wound. 5s to wound. None. And Tau Sept. Nothing. Oh boy.
I thought they would have.
Okay, so that's their Fire Warriors, their firepower done. It could well be. It may well have to be the broadsides here to try and just pick that one wound. That's all that's needed on the Wraith Knight. We're going over here. Hazard battle suits. So 18 shots. They're going to max out because they're blast D3 times 2. So maxing out 18 shots coming through here. I reckon they're not core. It's not going to benefit from the reroll ones, but they are going to take advantage of the marker light hit that was put on these. So they are going to be on 3s to hit here on 18 shots. Yeah, longbow BB. Yeah, go for it. Okay. This could really wreck the bikers here. So I'm going to play lightning fast reactions on them to try and offer some kind of protection, but Mike's lined up to do quite well against them here. So back to 4s. So 18 dice needing 4s with these with a dice that can be rerolled. So looking for 4s.
Yeah.
I can see them coming through. There's some 3s that stratagem's protected us to a degree. Yeah, it stopped 4. But Mike's got just over the majority of the dice come through. And he'd be on 2s to wounds. So you can try and go for another hit on a 4, or just try and tip one of those 1s back over into a wound. Nice. With Tau Sept. It's 8 to try and get through. So you've got it. I just saying, you've got.
Because I can
10
reroll and Tau Sept. Yep.
Yeah, don't need to use it yet. So 2s to kill.
Right, these need to die.
Well, not 2s to kill, sorry. Your damage of D6, so you'll be on.
Oh.
It's not fully guaranteed.
Do you know what? Oh, well, I'll give it the one of these.
The artist foreigner's Vige, in desperation, Mike calls upon the Thousand Suns. 2s. Tau Sept now. All of them. Right, so 10. There's nothing I can do. No kind of invuln saves. It's going to bypass the armor straight away. So you're now looking 2s.
2s, yeah?
Yeah.
So first one. 6.
Okay, yep.
Next one. 2. Next one.
It's going to do this.
6. Next one. 3.
Oh, this is sad.
Next one. 5.
Oh, he's done it now. You can stop, because no matter what you roll, I'm gone. Yeah, target destroyed while done. Bikers removed from play. That's a deadly, deadly ambush here. Sweet revenge from the Hazard Battlesuit team. Right, next part of the plan. Fire Warriors here. Strike team to go against the Banshees to try and clear those out of the way. Forced to hit. Rerolling 1s because of the commander. Mike's playing a stratagem that 6s to hit will auto wound. Just
Pulse Onslaught.
Pulse Onslaught, just to really try and max out here. Tau Firepower's withering here, and that's going to hurt the Eldar for sure. Their fragility is starting to show.
So 4s?
4s, reroll 1s, yeah. Okay. Couple of 1s to reroll. Okay. It's a Tau Sept roll, but Mike can save it for the wound. There's 2 auto wounds come through, fine, yeah. 3s to wound. And Tau Sept now. Right, okay, so 7 saves. Okay. I'm thinking about Strands of Fate, but we'll leave it. 5s to block. None! Right, we'll check. I think that's a wipeout. There is a possibility the Exarch may survive with a wound left. So that's a wipeout. It's a 2-wound model. The Exarch then gains an extra wound of 3, so that's enough to wipe out the target. So target destroyed. Well done, Mike. That's very, very good shooting from the Fire Warriors. The smaller stuff, dice rolling's fine. It's just when you're under pressure with a low amount of dice, you just need to practice with that one. So are we going to go for the broadsides next?
We're going to go with the commander to try and.
He's trying to avoid it. No, he doesn't want to. Right, so commander is free to shoot at all 3 of these. So you can pick on a character. You can split fire and super tower style, or you can go after the Wraith Lord. There's Bright Star. Mike can go after him. Well, there's the Farseer, so the pick is yours.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It's tough, isn't it? It's tough. It's rerolling hits and rerolling wounds. And you're hitting on 2s, so it's very accurate, deadly firepower available from this commander here.
Right, just let me do math.
Into him?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. They're all roughly the same kind of survivability as 4+ in 1 save across here, 4+ in 1 save, and ignoring the first failed save on Bright Star. No in-1 save here, but tougher. Yeah. What's tipped though is that I've got 4 Strands of Fate rolls, so Mike's going to go to the non-invulnerable save model. So Wraith Lord is going after him. I think that's Ed Farrow, yeah, it's Ed Farrow in command of him. Carl Roden, Tyranny player. Okay.
So 2s, reroll.
Okay, here comes the roll.
Yeah.
Or hit. 4s to wound. This is a big one. None. None.
I may TP.
Come on, reroll. Yeah. Oh, stop. Sorry.
I thought he had full reroll, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Water trait.
Yeah.
Precision of the Hunter. And now you got 2. Because he is a veteran commander here. So go straight through. There's nothing I can do to stop this. Just straight on to D6 damage. It is -1 for the Wraith Lord. So a double 6 will kill him.
Oh.
Right, 2 becomes 1. And then 5 becomes 4. So 5 wounds in total. So the Wraith Lord is half destroyed, but is still alive. Right. Mike's splitting firepower here. So 1 heavy arrow rifle is going to go onto this. He wants this gone. And then the smart missile system is going to go into the bikers. And everything else, I repeat, everything else, into the Wraith Knight. Searching for a single wound.
Yeah, so...
The task is simple.
He has a... marker light on.
It's like a simple task. Like climbing up a mountain is simple, but it's not easy.
Yes.
What is that?
That's the hit.
With what?
The real rifle.
You get 2 shots.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. Missed.
I only need the one, don't I?
You just need a single wound now. And to wound, you need a 3. And it's rerollable for free.
I'll toss that then.
Oh, he's going to... Yeah.
Yeah.
That was your hit roll, right? Now Mike's got 2 hits. So 2 dice, D and 3s, and the Wraith Knight's gone. Just about hit me. Okay, right. Wraith Knight is destroyed. Doesn't matter what you're on, gone, sadly. Because Mike's got a successful wound, and a successful wound generates a mortal wound, and a mortal wound. That's the end of that. So I'm not going to use my Strands of Fate. If I had have rolled an invuln save, oh, it would have passed. Whoa. So it would have been just that single mortal wound, and we'll see if we detonate. Which we don't, but Wraith Knight can be removed from play. Well done to Raycross. He's survived through to halfway through turn 2. Oh, dear me. Okay, so Wraith Knight finally removed from play. So that saved a bit of time. All that firepower that's called out across there, it's been gone. So now he's got 2 shots across here with the other heavy arrow rifle.
Yeah.
Mike kills both. 2 hits. This is excellent. If you can get the wounds, 3s. I can see 1. No. Okay. Here comes the command reroll. No. AP -4.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. I'll take a mortal wound. And then Mike will try and kill this thing. And to kill it, I think you need a 4. So take a mortal wound straight away. Drop to 3. Yeah, 4+ to destroy the Wraith Lord.
Oh, now, who can I rely on?
Good old Blood Angels Ryan. He's a solid guy.
You've picked this
50-50. Got it. Always take advice from the Eldar. Target destroyed. I don't think we lash out. We'll just roll to see if we do. No, okay, it's all right. Oh, Wraith Lord gone. Another loss here. Look at the stuff Mike's killed this turn. 800 points worth of stuff. 800 points.
And then there's line of sight missiles rolling into here.
Yeah, into the back of the Shining Spears. They're poised for a charge. Mike knows it. He's trying to wheedle them out here, but 5 of them remain alive. So it's going to be 8 shots.
7, 8.
But they also -1 to hit them as well. It's on 5s. Just the 2. So no Tau Sept here. It's trying to wound on 3s. 1 does come through. Strands of Fate. I don't want to take the risk. Okay, and that's it. Finally get to use the Strands of Fate roll. Okay, I think firepower is finished. Yeah. Happy enough, Mike? Generally speaking, good.
Yeah, that took too much to take a night down.
Yeah,
but yes.
But he's gone. You don't have to shoot at him again for a while. Until he comes back for another game. Whether I run the night into 10th, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Planning to keep adding new stuff to the Eldar. It's an exciting path for them at the moment, with some introduction of new models and so on. But Wraith Knight's certainly been the backbone of this Eldar force. It has survived nobly here, but finally it is brought down by the superior firepower from the Tau. They had to do it because I was starting to get my guns with a chance of coming into range against those hammerheads. But again, their firepower dominates the board. So they're quite a pair here, and they're well cut out for dealing with super heavy targets. So really, that is the end of the turn. There's no charges to take place here. This game has majored on firepower and good manoeuvrability, shown by both sides, actually. We'll calculate points at the end of turn 2 for the Tau. All right, so points coming through. Retrieve battlefield data start to kick in nicely now. 4 points picked up for that. Mike scanned here and got this objective. Yeah, so a point comes through for that one. 2 points to no prisoners reckoned so far. So 7 points to 4. Scoreline is tight. Eldar have got a turn in hand, for which we will reap in a nice amount of points. 12 points are about to come through for primary. So the Eldar boldness will pay off in that regard. We've been kicked off that objective, but we do sit on 2. 3. I'm just looking at that one. We're about to leave that one. So that's going to something to take into account. I could stay there. Yeah, thanks, Mike, for the offer. It's a safe place for sure. So we'll go on to turn 2 for the Eldar. The problem with them now is that they've been exhausted. A number of units have been removed from plate. Wraith Knights are gone. My Bikers are gone. Banshees are gone. A Wraith Lord's gone. So we've suffered heavily across here. Do I have the resources to take on all of this stuff? I don't think so. And then if we concede across here, Mike will swoop in and start taking objectives. So Eldar have lost their advantage for sure. They've got a limited number of units left. So some tough decisions for the Eldar to make. If I retreat away from the tower, they're going to start. I've got to go after them, but what have we got left? I'll tell you what we have left, Mike. Hope. So long as there's hope, there's a reason to carry on. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Eldar next. All right, turn 2 for the Eldar. 12 points picked up. Now, they're raking in points for primaries. You can see their ranks have been seriously thinned, so it's only a matter of time before the tower can drive that away. But Eldar, I think, got to fight for the centre ground if we're to stand a chance of victory. I think trying to destroy this tower is beyond our reach now, but we'll try and perhaps cripple them as much as we can with some precision hits from the Eldar. Maybe. We'll see if we can pull this off. So these are just, I've deep striked in with these landed just here to claim the objective, to offer some firepower and perhaps some protection here for the characters. Bright Star, who knows the reason why, but it's always for good. He's moved out in this direction by himself, jumping 12 inches with his all-tuck jump generator, going after the squad across here. They've landed. Slight manoeuvre here from Peter Grant with the Farseer. Then Shining Spears zooming across the board, trying to line themselves up for a charge. Advanced move across here with this squad as they've moved out to there. Haven't quite reached the objective, or an advanced move didn't reach that abandoned objective across there. These have kept one back to hold on to it, and 2 jumped up. They can see and shoot at the Kroot across the other side. Then round here, the Wraith Lord has pushed forwards, still sitting on the objective. There's Kroot right next to him, but he's going to hold that for now. You can see where those have moved right down the middle, and the Shining Spears are across here, right in amongst the tower at this point. That's movement done. We'll go on to Psychic phase next. Right, it's the first Psychic test, Doom. I've got myself in range 18, so I'm going to try and Doom the broadsides, is the plan. So that goes off on a 7, so they are doomed. Next we'll go for Executioner, and we'll put that into the Fire Warriors across here. That's failed. Once per turn reroll Psychic test for the Relic. And we've perilled. We can't peril because we have a Ghost Helm, so it goes off on a 12. It's D3 mortal wounds. And it's 3 mortal wounds on the Fire Warriors across here, and because we caused a wound that's killed a model, it's a further D3. And 6 again, ouch. 6 mortal wounds caused on the Fire Warrior squad. Yeah, I had to check the rules there to make sure that was right, but it's correct. Maxed out there of Executioner, so it's decent enough. And Psychic phase, I'm going to finish at that point. We could spend a CP to manifest an extra power, but we'll leave it. So we've gone to Shooting phase, in which case we'll go straight on to Peter Grant again. So we'll go into those Fire Warriors with a bit of shooting now. So looking for 2s. Dreadful shooting. BR10. And then we'll go for 3s. 2 wounds come through at -1s. 2 saves of 5+. Double 6. Aha, Mike's picked out 2 6s there. Okay, so that's shooting from him finished. I'll throw a spear at them as well. Hits. Wounds, and you get a full-on save. There's no minus to this one, so it's a 4-up. And well done, blocks that one as well. Okay. Right, so Aeldari Avengers. Loads of shots available from them. Exarch and 1 friend. Going to go into the Kroot. It's the ones in the middle run across here into the Fire Warriors, and then 3 spare on the end will go into the Hazard team across here. That's the idea. So we'll go against the Kroot. Reroing 1s because of Bright Star. And we'll BL10 now. Okay. 3s to potentially kill here. Or kill 3.
What's the minus one?
-1 or -2 as standard, then -4 on that one. So we tried to disrupt that, but found the wounds there, so that unit will still be able to function, no problem. We'll go for the middle group now, going into the Fire Wars. So we're looking for 3s is better, and then Bright Star helping. 3s to wound, 6s will kill. So that kills 2. And then saves of 6 on 7 dice. So that should be the end of those Fire Wars.
Oh, 6, yeah.
6s, yeah. It's just the high AP minus on these. AP minus 2 is standard. So yeah, they're gone. Fire Warriors destroyed. And the last lot of firepower into here. And trying to wound on 5s now because of the toughness of the battle suits. So Mike can take them on models or on battlesuit models, or you can put them onto shield drones, which are 2 wounds each. So they'll pretty much absorb that.
So I'll take them on shield drones here first.
One at a time, 4+. You can roll a pair.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. So 4s. Blocked completely. This is good. Just a wound comes through, and then one more save. Yeah, right. Drone slain. One that's probably closest to me. Yep. Okay, so that's him removed. And they've done their job. They're trying to protect the battlesuits there, and that's what they've done. So well done. And Fire Warriors removed. Not too bad there. I was hoping for a bit better result, but not too bad for the Dire Avengers. It would have been useful to see him gone, just so I could fire here, but we'll fire anyway. We'll go for the Dragon Fusion Gun. 6 hit. 3's a wound. And I think Michael put it onto the drone.
Yeah.
So 4+ invulnerable save. Yeah, he blocks it as well. Well done. Well done. Okay. Drones are so useful. Shield drones are so useful. Even just 1 or 2 of them. Really, really helpful for protecting units. Don't know how it'll work in 10th. We'll see what the rules are like for the tower. At the point of filming, we're not sure that the Games Workshop haven't released anything. Maybe when this video comes out shortly after that, Games Workshop will give us an update on what to expect for the tower for 10th. Eldar looking pretty good from the update that we've seen. Okay, so firepower done in this little cluster across. This is the last attempt for the Eldar to try and gain control of this area. I think the odds are in Mike's favour here. We'll maybe see what happens in close combat. We'll shift across to some firepower across here. Scatter lasers and 2 snipers. We'll go sniper shots first. 2s. 3s. Failed. I'll be L10. Yeah, a wound comes through. AP -1, so they're just out of cover over there, so they'll just pop one of those, yeah. Okay, and then scatter laser. Or 2 scatter lasers. 2's to wound. No AP minus. So Mike gets a Kroot t-shirt save. 10 dice. Needing 6s. There's this sniper fire here going against the Kroot across the other side. You can just about see them. And there's a 6 in there, but it's looking like 9 dead. So they got them. Oh dear, that's the snipers, that's JP's squad. And then to finish it off, if we can get a 4 or more to jump down, which we do, so they'll jump back down to cover with their battle focus move. Right, so that's their move. It's 4 inches to get down, so they've slinked back to the home objective. Very, very useful unit, the Shroud Runners. A little bit of long-range firepower support, speed and objective holding. Doing their job nicely there at the back. Right, next, Dire Avenger squad across here. They're going to fire upstairs. We're -1 to hit those Fire Warriors, but we've got 33 shots. This is the shreddy squad. No kind of reroll help from anybody. Actually looking for 4s, aren't we? So we're going to take away the 3s. It's not bad though, it's not bad. Those are all missed. 3's to wound. Doom would have been handy, but anyway, we'll try and wound here if we can. BL10. Helps. Yeah, we may well have this squad here. So 6s will kill 2 straight away. At AP -4. These will be saves of 6+ on 11 dice. Yes, I think we've got them. Good shooting. Here they've done an advanced move to not get to battle focus, but they've shifted that rapidly and let loose of a volley. Oh, there's 4 6s, Mike. Nice. 7 plus 2 more, 8, 9. So yeah, I'll keep perhaps the squad leader alive, but the rest of the squad's been decimated. Okay, so firepower from them complete. We'll turn to the Shining Spears next. So I'm going to go 3 or Star Lance and 2 Laser Lances downstairs into the drones and the Cadre Fireblade. 2 of them put their Dakar into him as well. I'm going to divert some of the Dakar here. One of them, the twin Shuriken Catapult, is going to go into the Lone Fire Warrior just to see him gone, hopefully. And the other 2 downstairs, Laser Lances and their twin Shuriken Catapults into the broadside team. So it's firepower allocated to these, or for these. I'll try and pick off drones, I guess, unless Mike decides to allocate to battlesuit models. We'll see, or resolve their firepower. So, bit of Dakar to pick off the Lone Fire Warrior, squad leader. Chris Comiskey committed to these dice rolls here. So we're looking for 3s. 3s to kill. Yeah, 2 wounds come through. So 2 saves of 6+. No, sorry, 2 saves of 5+, because they're just regular shuriken catapults. No,
Oh, the temptation.
Almost. That's him gone. Okay, morale probably would have been an issue anyway. Next, a bit of dagger into those drones from the other 2 upstairs. I'll Bieltan now. Hasn't helped. That's that used up. 4s. I think. Yeah, we'll check this one. Yeah, correct us if you're wrong. Just checking the rules for drones. They don't count towards the unit's toughness. Those drones will be toughness 4, but I think we're rolling to wind against the toughness of the Cadre Fireblade, which is 3. That's what I wanted to check. So we're looking at 3s to wind. Okay, so, but Mike can allocate to the drones. Right, so what we have here is 1 non-savable here, whoever you allocate that to. This is AP -3. So it's going to kill a drone or put a wound on the Cadre Fireblade. And then 4 saves at -1. So,
kill a drone.
Drone slain, yeah, to absorb that 1. And then drone save of 4+, Cadre Fireblade save of 4+. So you can just roll straight up. If the first one that fails goes onto a drone, I take it. Just going to roll it that way. Okay, so. Blocked. 2 more. Right, so drone slain and Cadre Fireblade takes 1 wound. So drones have protected him, but wounds have started to come through. Right, okay, this was the plan, because then we got the 2 laser lances and a star lance going into that unit. And this is the idea of trying to bring him down. So we'll go. I shouldn't have used Bieltan, but anyway, we'll go 3s to hit with the Exarch with the Star Lance. This is the big one. That one hits. This will be 2s to wound. And that does go through. So that's AP -4, 2 damage. So 2 more wounds against the Cadre Fireblade. I think he's a 4 wound model. Or 5 wounds even.
4.
Yeah. And then 2 laser lances. 2 hits. 2s to kill. You just about. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, so he's gone. He's been picked off. So disrupting that objective, that's him gone. And then the rest of the Dakar and firepower, we direct across in that direction. So it's going to be 8 shots. Looking for 3s. And the target's toughness, right? So in fact, this works in your favour this time around. Your toughness is 5 or 6. I think it's 5. I think it's 8 wounds. Michael, double check. It's 5 to wound regardless anyway. It's 2 wounds come through. So options are to go on to drones, in which case it'll be 2 saves of 5+.
Drones it is, yeah.
Or put it onto a model, in which case it'll be saves of 3+. But further damage will have to go against that model. So it's Mike's going to go 2 saves of 5+ on the drones. No, right, they're gone.
Equals 5.
Yeah. See, it's 5 in total on the 2 dice. Oh boys, drones are gone. It leaves 2 laser lance shots. Now these shots will now start getting through to the main army.
Here. Do I need to?
Come on, reroll just to negate one. Mike's got 2 CP here. He's going to do it.
Yeah.
It's a 6. Well done, Mike. Well done. Okay. Very humbly done. No shouting, no screaming, no fist pumping. Just a humble look and see what he scored. So well done. So 1 drone remains. So now the laser lance shots come through, looking for 3s. And then a 3 to wound. No.
So it's now help me with this.
Yeah. And I'm tempted to. Come on, reroll that. I know. Oh boy, there's a fair bit of damage can come through from them, but not much. Come on, reroll. Oh, yeah. Michael German, Eldari player. Thanks, Michael. Thanks a million. Oh, just about. Right, so wound comes through. AP -42 damage. Right, drone's gone. It can disappear and get that cleared out of the way. Yeah, now we'll turn to the Wraith Lord, Mike Nunes was coming, so we'll fire with that. 2 shots. We'll commit this to another friend. There's just a couple of Imperial players left here. Oh no, Dave Humphries, Xenos. Orcs, Necrons, Tyranids, Gene Stealer Cults, that'll do. 3s, going against... I was going against the Hammerheads, but no, we're going to go against the broadsides here. Try and reduce them a little bit. BL10.
Go!
2 hits. 3s to wound. This is significant. Ah, yeah, right. Trouble for sure. Bright Lance. Something with a Bright Lance on it. There we go. It is -4. You can get 2 saves of 6+ because you start on a 2.
Mm-hmm.
D3 plus 3 damage. Dave Humphries, the last roll. Any 6s would be most appreciated. In fact, you've got to get a 6, otherwise one of them will die.
Yep.
Oh! Need to play that back with slow motion. It span around on a 6. Oh, dear. Right, okay. So damage you see is D3 plus 3, so it's 6 plus 6, 7, 8, 9. It's enough to kill a broadside. So broadside destroy. One of them brought down. That's useful because Mike was banking on some Overwatch, and it's some wounds removed as well. So
Trying to think what one's best.
yeah, think about this one. There's a high volume of shots available from him, yes, but much higher caliber from them. So you'll give Mike as much time as he needs to think about this one. Okay, Mike selected to remove the heavy rail rifle from play. Oh. I'm just saying. I'll have my CP back because target's doomed. Reroll win rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay. So, okay. I was just about remembered in the nick of time. All right. So, Mike says, wait. He goes back. And he wants to remove that one from play, just in case I roll it.
Just in case you roll double one.
Okay. Which does happen in our games. Okay. I think shooting phase is finished. Eldar, they're just... What do you say? Nightmare. We'll go on to charges, and they do have charges lined up here. So we've got the Shining Spears, their charge lined up, and Mike's going to spend a CP to overwatch them into oblivion. Mike, well, I've got a charge across here as well. Mike says, I could maybe try and do the Overwatch, but I paid 5 points for a Banshee Mask on him, so that shuts down Overwatch. That's true, I've got it. I promise it's in my list. So there's a charge across here for sure. I think tactically that's the disruption factors. That's why I'm going for it here against the Hazard Battlesuit team. So Mike's going to line up Overwatch here against the Shining Spears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lined up ready for your Overwatch here with these 3 saves coming through for Strands of Fate. So don't worry, keep going.
4, 6, 8 the missiles, isn't it? Yeah.
Actually, go lower caliber stuff to try and see if he can tempt me to use these up. So this is going to be the Smart Missile Systems, 8 shots, 6s.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any shenanigans like counterfire or anything like that, so it's just going to be straight up 6s for hits.
And Luke's not rolling the dice either.
Taucept roll is available. Dice dropped there. Michael go to... Oh, he's got a 6. Got 3 6s.
3.
Nice. 3s to wound, actually. And there's a bit of AP minus going on as well. 2 make it through. Okay, he's going to save the Taucept roll. 4 ups. Does put me in a pickle here.
Bike on a wound already.
Yeah, bike on a wound already. That's right. I might have to lose that bike. No. Mike's done well doing it in this order. I'll roll. I'm going to lose a bike and iron. Not today. Okay. It's blocked both of those coming through. The next caliber option would be the high yield missile pods. These would be strength 7, -1 or 2, and then damage 2. So these are good. 8 shots of those.
6, yeah.
6s again. And he's got 1. 2s to wound. No, sorry, 3s to wound. Strength up.
Yeah.
Yep. Towsep. Not Towsep, sorry. Strands of Fate. Blocked. 2 plasma rifle shots. A hit, well done. 3s to wound. Yep. Strands of Fate. And so, he's boiling here against the Eldar. God, this channel is meant to be for fun, and people walk away having a good time here. But I've it's a bit of a hate farm against the Eldar. That's why I was that laugh again. Because James hates the Eldar, Tom's gone down the same road, and Mike's walking on the same path of hatred. What have we done? We help everybody. We mean no harm. We mean no harm, but we just cannot help ourselves at being this sort of ancient, stylish, sleek, dodging trouble kind of stuff from the Eldar. We dazzle and display, and I don't know what it is, but Eldar just attracts the hate like, I don't know, flies to flypaper here. Okay, I thought people hated the Tau, but on this channel, people hate the Eldar. But welcome to Striking Scorpion 82. Okay, so I had to take a break there, right? So 2 heavy rail rifle shots left. Okay, needing 6s. No. Okay, Tausept. 6. Sorry, laughed again. Go. You can try and wound. You got to try and wound. Didn't wound the 1.
Yes.
He's gone. He's finished. Oh dear, double play. So if anyone else wants to play on the channel, do get in contact here. Oh, they won't put you against the Eldar first, but oh dear, oh dear.
White jacket.
Oh
The
dear.
straps.
So now for our charge. Right, it's a 7. Okay, we didn't roll a double 1. Right, so in they go. Shining Spears, in they go. Yes, good stuff. I've saved myself a CP for Shrine Defenders or something. 6s pop extra hits anyway. So on the attack. But we're closing in for the kill against the broadside. See if I can zoom in from across here. Here we go. There's the charge lined up. It's glorious here. And who's in command of those? It's Daniel Cunningham, Eldar player. And Dylan Moore is the Exarchs. In they go. And it's against someone's squad. BPP Wargaming.
Yes, wasn't their fault, BPP.
No, it's not. No one's to be blamed for this one. It's the Eldar for sure. I've still got a save left here as well. Mm-hmm. And then we'll go for our charge across here. An 8. Even if it's -2, we're in. So both charges successfully go ahead. All right, so charge goes ahead. We'll head around there in just a moment, and then charge has gone ahead across here as well. There's no CP available for Mike, so there's no interrupt play. Not that the Tau can do too much in close combat anyway. Eldar comfortable enough in close combat against them. Roll up these combats next. Mike had said earlier on about not moving these up, just in case there was a push on from these with consolidation. He was right to hold them back because we're dangerously close, but we're not there. Firepower from those could deal with these. But anyway, we'll try and get this combat resolved across here. So we're looking at Shining Spears. I played rough with the Shrines, so 6s are going to pop extra hits. They're expert lancers, so 2s will hit as well. +1 to the hit rolls. And the target's doomed. Oh, man. Right, okay. So we'll go for 12 attacks with the regulars. 3 attacks base. 2s. And we may as well be able to 10 now. Okay, so that's that done. And then 6s will pop 2 more hits for off with the Shrines. Then we'll try and wound on 3s. I think that's them gone. Doom. 8. Yeah, target destroyed. Oof, boy. All right, they're gone. That's no, not gone. You've got a 6-up save. There's just an ultra slim chance here, but 6s required. Yeah, I can see 1.
That's it. 1.
That's it. No, they're gone. Target destroyed. Okay. Shining Spears. They are a dangerous unit for sure. They really are. A striking unit here for the Eldar. what's the term? Shock troops, shock bikers. We'll make a consolidation move with them. All right, so we've consolidated. I can't quite hop over the barricade here, which is a shame to get onto that objective and to get close to those. We're heading off in this direction. This is as close as they got, though, to the two hammerheads. Mike vows to blow them off the board. So that's that combat result. We'll head back round to the other side of the table here for Brightstar. So Brightstar making his attacks. Michael put these into the drone. We'll go BL10 now. Okay, and then we'll go for 3s to win. Nice. Just going to kill a drone straight away. No, it's not. You're a shield drone.
4 up?
Yeah, 4 up, yeah.
What's the damage?
In fact, Mike, you can just roll 5 invulnerable saves of 4+, because they've all got shield generators anyway. So you can just kill the drone first, then just put the wounds onto the others. So 4 ups. Block 2. Kill a drone, because 2 damage.
Yeah.
In which case it will be 2 wounds do go through, which may be enough to kill one of those things. Yeah, so it's model slain. Mike's done his attacks back. 2 wounds came through. We passed with a armor save of 2+ on him. So that's that combat resolved across there. Morale's not going to be a problem for those drones. Don't count 1 model slain. And then the broadside's gone across the other side. So there's the Kroot roll up for actually. We'll get them checked. And we'll see what points come through for the Eldar. But they've swept through the tower here. It's nasty stuff from them. Right, points going through for the Eldar. It's been healthy enough. 12 points for primaries. No prisoners has jumped right up. 9 points in total. Behind enemy lines, thanks to the Shining Spears breaking in. 3 points picked up for that. And assassination with the kill there on the Cadre Fireblade. So 3 points picked up for that. 30 points to 7. Eldar have leaped ahead here against the tower. And it may have been a deadly enough blow to cripple the tower here. They'll not be able to recover from this one. 2 hammerheads are dangerous enough, but there's plenty of targets for them to take on. There's Kroot still to arrive. There's Kroot here. As there's points to be harvested. The downside for the tower is they're on 1 primary, and they've been kicked off that one across there, so there'll be nothing coming through for primaries on turn 3. And the Eldar have put themselves on 3. I don't control that one. I couldn't reach that one, so really it's this one, that one across there with the Ray Flawed, which could be picked on with hammerhead firepower, we'll see. But Michael press on here. The direction of flow. Fate is on the side of the Eldar at this point at least. We'll go on to turn 3. Middle stage of the game for the tower next. Alright, so turn 3 for the tower. The crucial part is no primaries coming through, but Mike hopes to blast targets off the board. So movement, hammerhead shifting to their left, one of them making up on top. They've got the fly keywords there, one of them can land on top of the building. The commander's jumped up here as well. Kroot have moved through. Have they made it? Have they been able to do the scan with their move?
No, because I want them to fire.
Oh, I want some shooting. Yeah, across here. Okay.
Either they are trying to force you to make a field.
These have turned up here though, fresh from reserves, and they're scanning. Okay, they're going to help pick up. That's 4 victory points actually. For that secondary. His tower list is built to do retrieve battlefield data, and Kroot have been one of the unsung heroes here in this game. They've just quietly gone about their scouting business. That's movement done. Yeah, breaking out of close combat with these as well, just jumping over and to this side. I think they're going to go for the line breaker, possibly with them. That's movement done. Shooting phase next. Strands of Fate, a save and throw, 2 wounds, and a hit roll available for the Eldar. Missed, right. That was a Markolite shot from here into him, but failed. So Brightstar evades the laser bead on him. So hammerhead number 2 across the other side. It's going to level the gun and try and take on the bikers. Going to fire the smart missile systems first. That's 8 shots. Counts as a Markolite hit, but -1 to hit, so 4s. I have a built-in -1 shenanigan with the bikers. So 4s, or it's helped protect us to a degree. We're looking at 3s to wound. And a BAP -1. Okay. Reroll 1s for your Montka.
Oh.
Closest target. Reroll 1s, yeah. Closest target. That was reroll but failed. So there's 2 have made it through. -1. Yep. Shining Spears have kind of done their job. We'll go for 4 up saves. Now wind goes through. Biker slain. so it could be removed from play. Railgun shot, needing a 4.
Yeah.
It's re-rollable. Oh, missed with the built-in -1. Okay, 4 of those pesky bikers remaining. Next, the Commander versus the Commander. 4 Fusion Blaster shots. 2s, re-rollable. There's no panic here. All have hit. 2s to wound, re-rollable. Right, job done.
You just need
Strands of Fate straight away. Then we'll try and make 3 invulnerable saves of 4+. Yep. We passed them all. Okay, so no. Blocked. What would the damage have been on 4d6? Just to just to see what it would have been. It would have been good enough. 16 wounds. God, it's a high amount of damage per turn. Bright Star has kept himself alive. Okay.
Oh, there, but can't even do that for me.
Railgun and the Smart Missile Systems into here.
Nope.
No.
Crude.
Crute going to go into him.
Yep.
2-up armor save.
I don't care. I hope you roll a 1.
He's beyond caring, which means we've pushed him over the limit here. So rapid fire, I think. We'll check here. Yeah, 5 in rapid. 12 shots in total. Mike's hoping I roll a 1. It's as simple as that. 4s for hits. It's all part of the plan. He's after Bright Star here. There's a little bit of Mike's Black Legion kind of leanings coming through here. He's trying to, like a candle in the wind, snuff out the lone light that burns. He's got his wounds. Strength 4. I'm toughness 3. I'm not that great. So just,
5.
yeah. Don't roll any 1s. We're okay. 2-up armor save because of our 2-up armor save because of our see with the warlord trait, the relic. But, yeah. Okay. So now what's he going to do? It's the Hammerhead long strike left. HQ's taking each other on in this game.
I really need him dead. I just.
He's got a conundrum here. Shining Spears or Bright Star. Mike's going to try and go for the kill across here once him gone. So, Smart Missile Systems first to try and chip off the wound. 3s. Yeah, leave it there, Okay. Now we're looking for 3s to wound. There's 5. This is good. It's AP -1, so it's simply a case of 3-up saves. I was going to say I get cover, but Mike ignores it, so we'll go for 3+. 1 dice at a time for... Yeah, no. Duh. Ouch. Oh! I think he's nearly dead. I found 4. So ignore the first one. Oh, no. And take 3 wounds. I'll see if I get cover for this. I think ignore cover. This is a big one, Mike, but this is huge. This will be the difference.
Oh, the secret missile ignores.
Smart missiles.
Or the smart missiles
Ignore cover. Fine, so I don't get cover. I get 2-up arm save. Safety -1. Fouled 4. There's nothing much I can do. Ignore 1 of them straight away. So that's a 5. Ignore 1 straight away for his warlord trait relic ability. And then those 3 will make it through. My reroll's not going to help, so I have to leave it. Yeah, I'll take 3 wins. Nice work. Okay, so it's down to the railgun now. Oh dear. We'll add on the wounds just in case I survive. There we go. It's Ben Shaw he's trying to take down here.
How many ones has he got? 4?
Yeah, he's a 5 win model, I believe. And who's in charge of long strike today?
Paint Lickers, Paint Pot.
Ah. Here it comes. Hit, yep.
Yeah.
The wound. And he's dead. You've done it, Mike. You've done it. Well done. Bright Star's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
this point, it was just a sense of pride. Just
yeah, no, well, that's a well done to well done to you taking him down. It's cleared me off an objective as well, actually. So good move. All right, so that's firepower finished. I can believe that's it. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go on to charges, which there are none, and we'll calculate points at the end of the turn. Yeah, the mission's been crippling here. The need to control 2 more objectives just to get off the mark for primaries has been a problem. Eldar have gone. You can see this line here. Eldar have gone for the middle ground, and for a couple of turns they've managed to do that. Casualties have been heavy for them. They've lost some key stuff, but it's helped them get to the middle and then jump in with the shining spears, and they've managed to hold on to these objectives. Tau then need firepower to clear stuff out of the way, and the damage has been heavy enough, but they've struggled to get the Eldar off of objectives. So points coming in, no prisoners, 2 points in total. Behind enemy lines, nice for the Crute, 3 points picked up for that one. Plus their retrieved battlefield data, so they've raked in another 4 points for that. So that Crute squad across there brought in 7 victory points. Good work.
MVP.
Yeah, good work from them. End of turn, we'll go on to turn 3 for the Eldar. This could be it for them. We'll see if they can deliver the killing blow here against the Tau. Right, turn 3 for the Eldar. 12 points picked up for primaries. That's been the killer here in this battle. Or a 6 for the advance roll with the Dire Avengers that were across here. I was going to go and slink over there to hold the objective, but we've gone across the barrier instead. Paid 2 inches and arrived on this one. And then these have formed a circle here to protect the Farseer as he kicks out his psychic powers. Shining Spears are lined up for the shoot and charge with those. In amongst the hammerheads, it's a good place for them to be. Spread out with these. Stretched to their limit on unit coherency just to lend some firepower in this direction. And the Wraith Lord, happy to sit on that corner objective doing his job. And you can lend some firepower support as well. That's movement done. Psychic phase next. Okay, psychic phase finished. It was good. Here from Peter Grant. He's quite the psyker. 3 mortal wounds caused from a super smite coming through. And then Doom cast on these as well. So good job. That's really going to help out the Dire Avengers with their shredding fire ability. Right, we'll go on to shooting phase next. Right. Firepower across here has been done. We've since turned them around, but their firepower quickly reduced the Crute down and wiped them out. We're going to go to the Wraith Lord over there. Going to go into Hammerhead number 2. We're in range, and we do have line of sight. I'm going to go for a hit roll and a wound roll straight away. And then I'm going to go for a hit roll on a single dice with another Bright Lance, needing a 3. And then we'll wound it with that one. Kind of weird. 4 dice, but just rolling one of them. AP minus 4. Damage of 8 in total. 3 and 3, and then 1 and 1 on the D3. So 8 wounds caused, dropping down to 6 left. Firepower from the Shining Spears, again onto Hammerhead number 2. A Star Lance caused 2 wounds, and Shuriken Catapults caused 2 more. Just dropping down to 2 wounds left, on Hammerhead number 2. And then across here, but a Daka from Peter Grant took out one of the Crute. So we'll go with these next. Actually, there's a spear. There's a spear across here to do. 2s. 2s. Yeah, normal armor save of 3+. Past 0, okay. So no minus that would have been 3 damage. Right, we'll go this squad across here. That's Amy Almo's squad. Going to fire into the doomed Hazard Battlesuit team. So no kind of rerolls available here. Bright Stars, oh how we miss him. Look at this. This was his job, helping to reroll ones. We'll be able to hand this one. Then we'll try and wound on 5s. 6s are excellent. Well, it doesn't make any difference because Mike's on a invulnerable save. That's absolutely dreadful. Okay. It's not that great here. 5. 5 4 pluses.
Right.
Yeah, block 2. 3 wounds caused. That's going to kill 1. And 2 wounds on that. We're getting there. We're working our way through the squad. Okay. Just hold it there. This is doomed. So we're going to have 16 dice to reroll. Searching for 5s and 6s. And this is going to make all the difference. 4. 5 more saves of 4+. It doesn't matter what the AP minus is.
No.
And yeah, that's enough to get him. Target destroyed. Thanks.
Just a reroll.
Thanks to Doom. And that's squad destroyed here as well. It's Autark Mephisto. Sorry, Autark Midnight Miniatures and then Mephisto Phoenix Lord. Okay. They're an interesting unit, the Hazard Battlesuit team. They're a fascinating concept. One of my favourite sculpts from Forge World. I wonder if ever Games Workshop would release these. Can you imagine these resculpted in plastic? God, that'd be pretty cool. But for now, use the Forge World ones. They're epic enough. Dangerous as well, but they're operating on their own here, and there's plenty of shredding firepower coming through here from the Eldar. So now we're going to take these 5, going to the Kroot. The rest are going to go upstairs against the Commander. So Kroot first. We're on reroll hit rolls because they were blessed in the command phase with the Warlord trait from the Psycho. And it's 3s for kills here at AP -2. And that's the Kroot finished off. That's firepower from them. And the rest into the Commander. Rerolling hit rolls. And then we're looking for wounds of 5s. That's crazy, man. Look at that. Well, there's a drone. Well, a drone will be slain.
Yeah.
Take that one away. Then the solid image projection unit, thankfully, is giving you a 4+ invulnerable save. So you may as well just roll all of these. And then the first one that's failed is ignored. So 9 saves of 4+. Yeah, because you start on a 2. AP -2 at a minimum. AP -4 doesn't matter, just go straight to the invuln all the way around. So it's going to be 9 saves of 4+ on the Commander. Oh, his wounds come through. There's some blocked. 5 wounds. We'll check him. Yeah, he's alive. He's 7 wounds. Michael ignore the first failed save. Okay. That one, and there's 4 that have gone through. All right, so that's firepower complete against him. 4 wounds taken, 3 wounds left on the Commander. That shooting phase finished. It's been another blistering round here from the Eldar. We're going to charges next. All right, so 1 wound taken on Overwatch. That was from a smart missile system hit coming through, but the charge has gone ahead into both the hammerheads to disrupt them and try and maybe see if we can bring one of them down, especially hammerhead number 2. It's only got a few wounds left. Okay, so charge going in. We've allocated attacks. We're going to do 2 of them into hammerhead number 2, just try and get rid of him, and then the rest, the Exarch and the regular model onto long strike. So we'll go here first of all. Hammerhead number 2. So looking for 2s because of expert lancers. So I had said Wrath of the Shrines, so that generates an extra 5 hits. The Eldar, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. 5s to wound though, and target destroyed. So Mike can see if it detonates on a 6. He probably wouldn't mind if it does.
Nope.
No, all right. So hammerhead number 2's gone. Oh, that's so bizarre. We'll go for the Star Lance next on the Exarch. All right, we will. It's not too good. We'll be able to hand here. No, okay. 6 generates an extra hit though. 3's to wound here because of strength 8. Okay, so to make it through, that's 4 damage. Another 3 hits plus 1. 5's to wound. Nothing. So just 4 wounds in total. So long strike drops to 10 wounds left on him, and that's how combat's resolved. I guess we've got rid of one of the hammerheads. Eldar have pretty much cleared the field here. All right, so turn comes to an end. We'll calculate points at this stage. We think the battle's over here. Eldar have done enough to see this game through to victory. I'll give you an idea on the final score. All right, so calculating points coming through. Another 12 points for primaries. No scanning. We're too busy across there with the bikers performing other tasks. No prisoners. A few more points coming through. Behind enemy lines, another 3 thanks to the Shining Spears and their work. And no further movement on assassination. But it means the Eldar have gone to 47 points. With 2 turns remaining and dominance of the battlefield, they'll pick up a high score in this game if it was to continue. So the battle is over. There was much to be feared here against the Tower, but some strange and bizarre dice rolls kept the Wraith Knight alive, and some other extreme stuff going on It meant that the Eldar got some key results across the battlefield, but not without heavy casualties. Our bikers were obliterated. Wraith Knight was brought down. Wraith Lord Banshees all succumbed to tower firepower. Could have swung the other way, but this time around, the sleight and speed and skill of the Eldar has managed to get themselves a victory here against the tower. We wanted to see how this combination would go. Eldar have got themselves a victory this time around. I think it could swing either way, though, if we were to play this game again. But Eldar will celebrate here. But maybe they wouldn't celebrate because they knew this would be the outcome of the battle all along. Oh boy, we'll talk about units of the game next. Okay, so units of the game. Mike's give it to the Hammerheads. Have to agree. Firepower from them was good. Could have been even more devastating. They had the potential really to deal with any tougher Eldar target for sure, even the Wraith Knight. There's not many units, and not many times in games we've seen where the Wraith Knight's been in trouble. Perhaps if it's caught out in close combat by something decent such as Angron. But as far as firepower is concerned, with the help of Strands of Fate and so on, it can really do well. But the railgun is its nemesis here, and it escaped for a couple of turns, but eventually was destroyed. So Hammerheads, they gain unit of the game for the tower. For the Eldar, number of units worked particularly hard. Dire Avengers, good, strong, steady firepower from them. And because of the lack of close combat for the tower, able to play quite boldly with those. Good work from the Farseer, Peter Grant. Good work from him. Excellent work from JP as well. Mopping up targets, holding on to objective. A key role played by the Shroud Runners. But I think I must give it to the Shining Spears across here. Their charge was blistering. They endured and carried on and caused havoc in amongst the tower lines. If Tau had managed to establish a gun line across here and work their way forwards without the harassment there from the Shining Spears, it could have been a completely different story. So I'm going to give it to the Shining Spears here in this game. Silver level patrons, they get names shouted out at the end of all of our games. That's Gilliman's Golden Boy, Jason Martinez, Mark Olson, Ross Caldwell, William Schwarz, Zachary Lee, Zachary Lyons, Justin Haig. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. Keep a look out for more battle reports on YouTube and over on YouTube channel membership, and you can help support the channel on membership and also on the newly refreshed and revamped Patreon page. That's the game. Thanks for watching. And last man standing, call that out. JP survived. Peter Grant, well done to him. Amy Almo on the shredding squad. Nate Miller across here, the tower commander, distraught at the Eldar trickery in this game. Who's on long strike? Paint Lickers Paint Pot.
Yeah.
He survives games. He does do well. And then my Shining Spears is Dylan Moore, led by Daniel Cunningham, of course, in charge of that squad. And then across the other side, there's Chris Comiskey in the quiet corner. With the Wraith Lord over in that corner, raking in the points and providing a bit of firepower support. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.